Welcome, dear friends. Today, I invite you to join me in exploring a profound truth of our existence. Every obstacle that we encounter is a test from the universe, a gift of immense value. It is through these challenges that we grow, that we learn, and that we truly come to know ourselves and the depth of our capabilities. In this first part of our exploration, let us consider the nature of obstacles. You see, when we face a difficulty, it is not merely a blockade or a hindrance. It is, in fact, a mirror held up by the universe to reflect to us our current state of being. An obstacle does not arise to stop us. Rather, it emerges to push us to evolve, to stretch beyond our perceived limitations, and to discover the reservoirs of strength and wisdom that lay dormant within us. Why is it that we often view obstacles as negative? It is because we are conditioned to seek comfort and to avoid pain. Yet it is through discomfort that we are compelled to change, to adapt, and to innovate. Each difficulty that comes our way is tailored perfectly to our needs at that moment, designed to help us grow in the exact way that we require. When we approach an obstacle, we must shift our perspective and see it as an opportunity to develop virtues such as patience, resilience, and courage. Now consider the last obstacle you faced. Was it truly a blockade, or was it a call to rise to a higher version of yourself? Did you not, in the process of overcoming it, discover a new skill, a hidden strength, or a deeper understanding of life's intricate tapestry? The universe does not give us what we want. It gives us what we need to expand our consciousness and to align with our true potential. Moreover, obstacles are not random punishments or cruel twists of fate. They are signposts, guiding us towards our destiny. Within each challenge lies the seed of an equal or greater benefit. It is our duty to nurture this seed, to water it with our efforts, and to trust in the process of growth. Let us now turn our attention to the concept of acceptance. When we encounter an obstacle, our first reaction may be to resist it. We might feel anger, frustration, or despair. But what if, instead of resisting, we accepted the obstacle fully and wholeheartedly? Acceptance does not mean resignation. It means acknowledging the reality of the situation and then working with it, rather than against it. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. In accepting an obstacle, we open ourselves to the wisdom it has to offer. We align with the flow of life rather than struggle against the current. We begin to understand that there is a rhythm to our challenges, a divine timing that is beyond our immediate comprehension. Acceptance allows us to remain calm and centered, even amidst the storm. It is also through acceptance that we can tap into the creative power within us. When we accept an obstacle, we no longer waste energy on wishing things were different. Instead, we channel that energy into finding solutions, into learning, and into moving forward. We become like water, flowing around the rock, always seeking the path of least resistance. Now, take a moment to reflect on the concept of acceptance. How might your life transform if you accepted each obstacle as a perfectly timed opportunity for growth? As we come to the end of this first part, let us hold in our hearts the understanding that obstacles are not barriers, but bridges to a greater understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. They are gifts, wrapped in the packaging of difficulty, but containing within them the seeds of our evolution. Embracing the alchemy of adversity. As we journey further into the heart of our topic, let us now explore how we can transform adversity into advantage. This process is akin to alchemy, where the base metal of our challenges is transmuted into the gold of personal growth and enlightenment. To begin this transmutation, we must first understand the role of perception. The way we perceive an obstacle largely determines our experience of it. If we view it as a negative imposition on our life, our energy and enthusiasm will wane. However, if we see it as a chance to test our mettle and to refine our spirit, we fuel our determination to overcome it. Our mindset is the crucible within which this alchemical transformation occurs. A positive mindset acts as a catalyst, speeding up our growth and helping us to extract wisdom from the heart of hardship. It reminds us that we are not passive recipients of life's whims, but active participants in shaping our destiny. Consider the mindset of successful individuals who have turned their struggles into stepping stones. What they have in common is not the absence of obstacles, but the presence of a mindset that welcomes challenges as essential components of their success story. They understand that the greater the obstacle, the more glorious the triumph. The next key element in our alchemical process is the power of action. Action is the fire that heats the crucible of our mindset and brings about the transformation of our challenges into opportunities. When we take action, we move from being victims of our circumstances to being architects of our fate. Action can take many forms. It may be the steady, persistent effort to overcome a long-standing barrier, or it may be the swift, decisive move that cuts through a sudden difficulty. Regardless of the form it takes, action is always forward movement, a step toward the resolution of our trials. It is important to note, however, that action without direction is futile. Therefore, we must pair our actions with insight. Insight is the ability to see beyond the surface of our challenges, to understand their root causes, and to discern the most effective path forward. It is the light that guides our steps, ensuring that each action we take is purposeful and potent. Now, let us ponder the role of patience in our alchemy of adversity. Patience is the understanding that transformation takes time. It is the ability to endure, to maintain our composure, and to keep our eyes fixed on the long-term vision, even when short-term progress seems slow. Patience also means trusting in the timing of the universe. It means recognizing that there is a season for everything, and that sometimes the greatest changes are taking place beneath the surface, where they are not immediately visible. As we embrace the alchemy of adversity, we also come to appreciate the value of support. No one overcomes obstacles in isolation. We are interconnected beings, and it is through the strength of our relationships that we find additional resources to face our challenges. Support can come in many forms: the encouraging word of a friend, the wisdom of a mentor, the shared experience of a community. Each act of support is a thread in the tapestry of our transformation, and when woven together, these threads create a net that can hold us up even when we stumble. So, as we conclude this second part, let us carry within us the knowledge that our obstacles are not dead ends, but doorways to new levels of being. They are the raw materials from which we can forge a life of purpose and meaning. The luminous path of perseverance. In this next phase of our reflective journey, we explore the luminous path of perseverance. Perseverance is the steady persistence in a course of action, especially in spite of difficulties, obstacles, or discouragement. It is the silent power that propels us forward in the face of adversity, lighting our way through the darkest tunnels of our trials. Perseverance is born from the understanding that the path to true fulfillment is often strewn with challenges. It is not merely the ability to endure, but to maintain our integrity, passion, and purpose throughout the journey. Perseverance is not static. It is dynamic, evolving with each step we take, shaped by each obstacle we overcome. To embody perseverance, we must first cultivate inner strength. Inner strength is the bedrock of our character, the foundation upon which we build our ability to persevere. It is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing our values, understanding our purpose, and trusting in our capacity to prevail. This strength is nurtured through self-reflection, discipline, and the regular practice of testing and expanding our limits. We also find that perseverance is intimately tied to our ability to focus. In a world brimming with distractions, focus is the compass that keeps us oriented towards our goals. It is the discipline of directing our attention and energies to the task at hand, undeterred by the noise that surrounds us. Focus is what allows us to move forward in a straight line rather than being pulled in 1,000 different directions. But how do we maintain focus when the road is long and our spirit wanes? This is where the power of vision comes into play. Vision is the art of seeing the invisible, of holding onto the image of what we are striving to create, even when it is not yet manifest. Our vision acts as a beacon, guiding us through the fog of uncertainty, reminding us of the destination that awaits at the end of our trials. Let us now turn to the role of adaptability in perseverance. The ability to adapt is crucial because the nature of obstacles is such that they often require us to change course, to learn new skills, or to approach our goals from a different angle. Adaptability is the willingness to be flexible, to embrace change, and to let go of strategies that no longer serve us. In cultivating adaptability, we learn to view failure not as a setback but as valuable feedback. Each failure provides us with information, revealing to us what does not work and opening our eyes to new possibilities. It teaches us that there are many paths to our destination, and if one is blocked, we have the creativity and resourcefulness to find another. It is also essential to recognize the role of rest and recovery in the path of perseverance. To persist does not mean to exhaust ourselves in a relentless push towards our goals. It means knowing when to pause, to replenish our energy, and to allow for the integration of our experiences. Rest is the quiet yin to the active yang of our efforts, and it is in this balance that we find sustainable progress. As we draw this part to a close, let us affirm the transformative power of perseverance. It is the flame that burns within us, giving light and warmth to our journey. It is the steadfast companion that walks with us, whispering words of encouragement when the night is dark and the path uncertain. The triumph of transcendence, unveiling freedom in the fires of challenge. In the final arc of our introspective voyage, we shall explore the ultimate reward that lies in wait for those who journey through the rugged terrain of perseverance, the triumph of transcendence. This is the pinnacle of our quest, where we emerge not only victorious over our challenges but transformed by them, achieving a state of freedom that is as profound as it is liberating. Transcendence is the experience of rising above and going beyond our ordinary limits. It's a state of being that surpasses the physical and mental constraints that once defined our existence. In transcending our obstacles, we do not merely overcome them, we elevate ourselves to a new plane of understanding, where the very nature of these challenges is seen in a different light. Alchemy. The freedom that accompanies transcendence is multifaceted. It is the freedom from the hold that past failures and fears had on us, the liberation from limiting beliefs and self-imposed barriers. It's the emancipation from the tyranny of the ego, which would have us believe that we are nothing more than our successes and our failures. This freedom also represents a profound alignment with our true selves. It's the unfettering of our potential, the release of our most authentic expression. As we transcend, we align with the flow of life. Our actions become more effortless, and our lives become a reflection of our deepest values and aspirations. To experience transcendence, we must engage in the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, aware of ourselves and our environment without judgment or resistance. It allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions without being enslaved by them, to recognize that we are the sky and our thoughts are merely the passing clouds. Another essential element on the path to transcendence is gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to the abundance that is already present in our lives. It is an acknowledgement of the gifts that each moment brings, whether they are cloaked in the guise of pleasure or pain. By embracing gratitude, we open our hearts to the richness of existence, and we find joy in the journey, not just the destination. In the crucible of our challenges, we also discover the power of letting go. Letting go is the act of releasing our attachment to specific outcomes, to the need for control. It is the understanding that there is a greater wisdom at work in our lives, and that sometimes the outcomes we most resist are the ones that lead us to the most growth. As we embrace letting go, we come to appreciate the beauty of the unknown. The unknown becomes not a source of fear, but a canvas of infinite possibilities. It is the space where miracles can occur, where our lives can take on shapes and colors that we had never before imagined. In this state of transcendence, our relationship with our obstacles is fundamentally transformed. They are no longer seen as impediments to our happiness, but as the very stepping stones to it. They are not curses but blessings, not tests but lessons, and not ends but beginnings. As we conclude this journey, let us take a moment to honor the trials and tribulations that have shaped us. Let us recognize the strength, wisdom, and compassion that have been forged in the fires of our challenges. And let us step forward with the knowledge that the true triumph lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. It is my hope that this exploration has ignited within you a flame of inspiration, an eagerness to face your obstacles with a new perspective, and a readiness to transform them into the milestones of your personal evolution. Should you wish to continue our dialogue, whether to delve further into these concepts or to explore new vistas of understanding, feel free to reach out. The journey of growth is an unending one, and every step is an opportunity to learn, to love, and to transcend.